Hi everyone, my name is Josmar and today I would like to share my experience working as a barber during the pandemic, specifically from May 2020 to August 2021 in Chile. Before I talk about that year, let me give you some background information about the year before the pandemic. In August 2017, I left my country. 1 month later, in September, I arrived to in Peru, where I found a job in a restaurant. While living there, I visited many beautiful places. After 6 months, in 2018, I traveled to Chile to meet my sister, who had arrived 1 year earlier. A few months after I arrived, I took a barber course. In 2019, I started working in a hotel. I loved that job because it was my first time speaking English with American, Australian, and Canadian guests. We also received many people from Europe and Asia. Chile is a beautiful country because you can find many cultures, kind people, and good opportunities. When I work I at that hotel, I finally felt some stability. In August 2019, something very special happened. I saw my mother again. My sister and I saved money to help her travel from Venezuela to Chile. She stayed with us until December 2019. At that, at the end of that year, we began hearing about a strange virus in Asia. I'm sorry for my pronunciation. Our mother decided to return to Venezuela, and my sister and I decided to stay in Chile temporarily. In March 2020, we heard about the first coronavirus case in the country. Shortly after, the hotel closed to tourists. My sister worked in a dental clinic taking x-rays, but that clinic also closed for almost 2 months. Those 2 months were the most difficult for us because we didn't know what was going to happen or if life could ever return to normal. In April 2020, I decided to start working as a traveling barber or delivery barber. Since we didn't have enough money, we used some of our savings, but we needed more income to live. In April, I did my first haircut, and by May, I already had some clients. At that time, the hotel was still closed, and the Chilean government began helping people with food. In June, I continued working as a barber, and then the hotel manager called me because the hotel was going to reopen, not for tourists, but to receive COVID patients who needed to quarantine. The hotel worked with the government for almost a year. I decided to work full time at the hotel and part time as a barber. And I enjoyed uh, both jobs. I really like cutting hair. I'm sorry. I traveled from my home to the client's home to give them haircuts, and they liked my work. I created an Instagram and Facebook page for my barber service, and people contact me there. At first, I traveled on my bicycle, and later I was able to go to buy a motorbike. After some time, I left the barber job to work only at the hotel. Later on, I also left the hotel because I traveled to Miami in 2021 for better opportunities. I believe it's very important to enjoy life and take every opportunity to study or prepare yourself because you never know what knowledge you might need in difficult times. Your brain, your education is the best investment that you can have. Thank you so much. Or, I'm sorry, is the best investment you can make. Thank you so much. I'm really sorry for my pronunciation. I hope to improve before the presentation, the final presentation. Thank you so much.